Hello, welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Selena Gomez. Before I begin, I'm going to shuffle these 3 decks so I can pull directly from them without shuffling. So this will be an interesting reading because it will be my first reading on her. So I'm definitely interested to see what happens, what comes out. These decks are already pre-shuffled. I'm just shuffling for you guys. Also, definitely press the thumbs up button. Definitely show support. I definitely appreciate it. Also, consider subscribing. Something's happening with her being unavailable, so that'll be fascinating to look into. Ooh, she's getting into some practices. All right. Y'all see that, right? Who isn't, though, these days? Because, you know, these things do pop out. But it's kind of like it isn't always a negative situation. You know what I mean? It's all in the intent, right? Okay, something to do with an illusion. So something's happening with an illusion. Also, I'm going to be using 4 cards for the header energy. These are her emotions because they were face down. So she's trying to control things in her life. You know, I'm getting a vibe that she's frustrated. She wants things to go a particular way. And it's kind of just like she's been waiting for this for a while. Or trying to, like, accomplish this for a long time. So it's like she's really frustrated. And she's trying to get her energies aligned. That would show actually probably why that voodoo card came out. You know, because she's working on something that's going to be prosperous for her. At least she would like it to be prosperous. The fact that this is the 4 of Cups, it has to do with home, is what I'm picking up. So I don't know, like, if she's married or if she's dating anyone or if she has kids. But I'm getting this has to do with home, for sure. Her emotion again. But this page of coins is showing me she has potentially 2 partners she can choose from. She favors one more than the other. So this is definitely like a love vibe for sure. Again, her emotions. Yeah, she's split. She doesn't know who she wants to choose or who's going to be good for her. She goes in and out. One of the guys, their family is disturbed. They have a lot going on with their family. A lot of family drama. I don't know if this is like baby mama drama or whatever, but this is definitely showing me family drama. And the other guy, he doesn't want to make a commitment. So, yeah. All right. With this social media, she definitely has her eye on social media. Again, I don't follow her, so I don't know what's going on social media, but she definitely has her eye on social media. Something's going to be going in her favor with this generosity. It's kind of just like karma's like, okay, you've been waiting. We're going to hook you up. So, yeah, something's definitely going to be going in her favor. That's good for her. So let's see. What's going on with this not being available? Remember, when I believe when this not being available card came out, it was showing like the whole practices and all that. Like, I think that came out like after when I was shuffling. So this is definitely showing that she's definitely going to be in her craft, you know, working her magic. I don't know if this is negative or bad, to be honest with you. You know, like, you guys pick up what you guys want or whatever you know about her. This is showing me she's definitely in that vibe, though. You know, this is like the right time to do that for her. So I don't know what's going on with her stars and all that, but she's like, okay, this is the right time. Let's see what's going on with this illusion, because something is an illusion. With this still criminal cheating, sort of like ulterior motives, theft. I'm getting the vibe, this is very interesting. I'm getting a vibe that one of these dudes that she's talking to, including herself, they're being shady at the moment. They're not being upfront with something. So that is definitely interesting. Let's look further and see what that could be about. What this individuality is telling me, they have their own beliefs, their own spiritual beliefs, their own practices, and they keep these things hidden from each other. So let's just say hypothetically, I don't know, let's say, this is like made up obviously, but let's just say if Selena Gomez is a nun and then the guy is a Muslim or something. It's like one of those things, like they're keeping their beliefs, like how they operate, they're keeping that secret. Also, my apology for the noise outside. It's kids playing. Let's look further and see what's going on there. Yeah, again, it's something to do with a spirituality. I mean, I don't know like how you guys feel about all this sort of like spiritual stuff when it comes up. But I mean, it is what it is, because this Queen of Cups, it always has to do with like connecting to your ancestors, like connecting to spirituality. You know what I mean? Spell work. It's a lot of spell work going on with this. So that is interesting. Let's see what's going on with the social media slot. Embrace. What this embrace is giving me, she's going to be presenting something on social media for sure. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's good. I don't know if it has to do with the relationship or baby or what, but it's like one of those vibes, like where people give congratulations. So she's going to be receiving congratulations about something. Let's see what's going on with this generosity. With this determination, training, hobby, talent, the athlete. This is interesting. She's been practicing for a while. She's been definitely practicing for a while. From, I guess, her music, her spiritual pursuits. And the interesting thing about it is, like, it hasn't been working out for her. But since she never gave up, since she's been determined, her skills have been improved. So that's definitely interesting. Her skills has definitely been improved. Let's look deeper into this. What this Two of Cups is also showing me is that she's going to be coming into a union because of her spiritual pursuits and because of, like, it's time for that. So she's definitely going to be coming into a union. I don't know if this union has to do with an athlete. It possibly could. Again, I don't follow her. But she's definitely coming into a union. And it's because, to be honest, she's doing all of this spiritual stuff. And it's kind of just like, okay, it's your time. So let's look further. Let's see what's going on with this social media situation, because she's going to be congratulated about something. With this Four of Swords, this is actually showing me that, yeah, she's going to be congratulated, but there's going to be some pain in this situation. Definitely is going to be pain, especially behind the scenes. This has to do with a narcissist. So she's definitely going to be entering into a narcissistic situation. Let's look further. Yeah, it's going to cause pain. So it's not trying to tell me who's the narcissist in this situation. It's just telling me that she's definitely going to be entering into a narcissistic situation, and it's going to cause pain. If I'm to guess, if this does have anything to do with love, it's because she's doing all this sort of like spiritual stuff instead of just letting it happen naturally. I haven't been, like, how do I explain this? Like, if you look at the whole Danny Lay situation, people say that the reason why, the baby, like, dogged her out and was just, like, disgusting with her is because sort of, like, that spiritual situation she was doing on him backfired. Like, it had, like, a time limit. And when that time limit was done, sort of, like, it made him explode. But it's definitely showing me, like, a vibe. It's like, yeah, she achieved this success because of, like, her spiritual means. But it's going to bring pain and heartbreak, And the fact that you see this lady's far away from her home, it has to do with the home. And you see these Two of Cups, It has to do with the relationship. And these 3 cups right here, it has to do with adversity. It has to do with pain, betrayal, backstabbing. Interesting. Let's actually look into this situation with the spirituality, the deceit, and all that. You see, with the Genesis and all that, it's 2 people trying to like match up. So this is basically, it seems like this is a love reading at this point. I mean, I didn't intend on it to be a love reading. I didn't intend on it to be anything, but this is definitely turning out to be a love reading. Whoever this guy is, they're both cut from 2 different cloths. You know, it's almost like, I don't know, I'm getting like 2 different backgrounds. So I don't know like if they're just different ethnicities or what, but like they're just separate. And that doesn't mean that you can't be together because of that, obviously. But in this situation, it's kind of like enmity, if that's how you pronounce it. My apologies. But it's kind of just like that whole Bible thing. Like, I'm going to put enmity between her seed and serpent seed and all that type of stuff. It's like that type of vibe. It's like, for whatever reason, they're not meant to be together. And the fact that they're trying to link up, it's going to be a clash. It's definitely going to be a fight in the clash. Let's actually look further into that. There's going to be a lot of jealousy with this as well. And there's going to be a lot of hatred coming from their family. I'm getting like their spiritual family. I don't know if this will be made manifest through their actual families. But again, it has to do with a spiritual situation. It's kind of just like whatever their spiritual pillars are, they're not aligned. They're opposing each other. So the fact that they're trying to come into this union, you know, their spiritual people or the spiritual energies are just like, nah, it's not supposed to happen. Let's go and look here, because this has to do with her basically doing her spiritual practices, being unavailable because she's going to be doing her whole magic act. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. It just depends on your intent and what you're doing. You know, love spells, you know, I'm not going to even judge that. But, yeah, with this stability, for her, she's doing this because, again, it has to do with her stability. So that's why she's all in this situation. I'm getting the vibe like she's desperate. I don't know what she's desperate for, because this is an act of desperation. So this could be desperation, I don't know, for love or for more money, because this is about money. But again, the fact that it's a 4 here, it's telling me it has to do with like a home. So yeah, it has to do with money and a home. But if you look at this situation, there's only one person here. So again, it's not looking too good for her. I mean, So let's continue. Let's see what's going on here, because Karma's going to be giving her a relationship, right? But again, she's going to be made to be alone. You see, with this Hermit, she's going to have to be in the energy of introspection, meditation. So it's kind of just like, I'm getting the vibe like she would have been in a good relationship if she wasn't doing all the fuck shit behind the scenes. But since she's doing all that fuck shit, she's kind of like backfiring or disturbing a natural process that would have been good for her. And now it's turning into her karma. You know, my apologies for this, because I know a lot of people are into like love spells and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Especially when I go on Etsy. I always buy like different decks from Etsy and stuff like that. But I definitely always see like love spell potions and all that. This is like a caution or a cautious situation, I guess, when you're trying to do that sort of stuff, you know? I don't even know if it works though, because sometimes I hear these things work and they could work until, you know, like indefinite from what I've been told. I don't know. I've never done any spells to get a person to do a particular thing, but this is definitely fascinating for sure, for sure. So let's see, where am I going to look? It's definitely fascinating. I'm going to look here. Let's see what's happening here. Because again, that was about her love, her being unavailable. Yeah, with this surrender. What did I tell you guys? She's not surrendering, right? You know what I mean? It's kind of just like if she would have just surrendered, the natural flow would have been its natural flow. But now it's like she's bringing more of that duality into her situation. So it's like, yeah, she's going to experience some happiness. This isn't just like instant misery. So it's like, yeah, she's going to come into this love connection. Again, I don't know when or how, but she's going to come into this love connection for sure, because this is the energy of duality. But it's kind of like the happiness isn't the triumphant energy. It isn't here. You know what I mean? Like, if this was here, that would have been okay, because it would have been like, okay, she's leaving this misery. If that was her, she was leaving that behind into her happiness. But it's kind of like she's coming into a happiness only for it to be a disaster. So yeah, fascinating. Let's see what's going on here, because this is definitely about like illusions. The energy's not supporting what she's trying to do. It has to do with an older guy, so I don't know if this guy is older than her or what, but they're definitely not meant to be. You know, they're gonna make something happen, you know, for sure. And I just want to say right off the bat as well, like, this doesn't always mean an older guy. It can be an older guy, but this also can be a young guy that has a lot of experience. So he might have resources like an older guy, or connections like an older guy. This also represents like stability, being advanced in your lifestyle, you know. But this definitely does show an older guy for sure. But I just want to get that straight so people understand, like, it doesn't always have to be an older dude. But I'm seeing an older guy for sure, though. I think it's an older dude. So let's see what's going on with this situation. It's sort of like she's going to be congratulated. It's going to be like, oh, that's good for her. But then it's not going to end well. You see, with this time heals all wounds, the synchronicities, trust, divine timing. She disturbed that. She disturbed that vibe. And the funny thing with this is, like, on some real shit though, like on some deep shit, like, you really can't disturb the vibe. So this is all part of like divine timing and planning. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she disturbed the like energies and shit, but you know, all this was obviously meant to happen, from even her doing a craft, or from it not working, all that. Like, it's not like she strayed out of reality and did her own thing, and it's just like, okay, because you did that, it's not going to work. Like, you know, she just disturbed what was going to happen anyway. Like, how do I explain this? Like, basically what she's doing is normal, basically. Like, it's not abnormal. it's just cause and effect, basically. So it's like, what she did isn't, like, the universe, the Most High obviously knew she was going to do this, but the fact that she's doing it is the reason why it's all this disturbed energy. Because I'm actually picking up the vibe. It's a lot of like disturbance with this energy, for sure. It's a lot of disturbance. But yeah, she didn't wait for that divine timing. Let's see what's going on with this hermit situation. You see, Justice is going to be coming into this situation. I don't know if she's going to find love later on in life, but as you can see, they try to give her some shit. She tried to overdo things and rush the process. Now Justice has to balance everything out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to close the reading because we obviously seen what happened. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card for each slot, and then we're going to be done. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, completion. You know what I mean? She's going to go through the cycle. She's going to learn, like, yeah, you're not supposed to be trying to force things and use magic like the way she's trying to use it. She's going to evolve from this, you know. She's going to enlighten from this situation. So, you know, that's good. But this is definitely going to be a karmic situation for her. Let's see what's going to be happening with this illusion, this love connection that's not going to work out with this older guy. Yeah, it's going to be issues. She's going to want to get away. Because it's like she's trying to build a home with this dude. But you see her now out in the cold, trying to climb. She's desperate to get away. Because it wasn't authentic. It wasn't natural. And the fact she tried to force it, now she's dealing with that 3. You know how I feel about 3, guys. You know, it's not always a good situation. 3 is always about conflict, adversity. So she's going to be dealing with conflict with this older gentleman. Let's see what's going on here with this time heals all wounds and all of that. on the social media. I'm not reaching, guys, so I know how y'all gonna feel about this, but her energy is gonna be disturbed. You know what I mean? And it's not because this is androgyny, but this is just the vibes I'm picking up. You know, it's kind of like, you know what this is actually, what this is about? This is about, what I can like give a comparison to. This is Demi Lovato situation. You know, I know some people are not going to appreciate this or whatever, but obviously tapped into the energies for her, and I already know what's going on with Demi's situation. Demi Lovato, she's not trans, you know what I mean? You know, I guess she's non-binary now, so she say. But all of this has to do with the energies being disturbed. You know, something happened to her that pushed her to that situation. It's not because she's always been that way, like, oh, always been non-binary, or always been, you know what I mean? Because some people are truly born in that vibe, as far as being non-binary, also being born trans, you know what I mean? They might have like a soul of a female and a male body. That sort of stuff is normal, you know what I mean? Like, I get that. But this is when you go through conflict, when you go through intense mental distress and issues, it warps the spirit. So she's going to be coming into that like Demi Lovato vibe, where it's kind of like she's non-binary, or like, you know what I mean? It's a disturbance with her spirit. You know what I mean? So her spirit is definitely going to be disturbed. You know, she's been doing a lot of disturbing shit, as far as Selena Gomez. You know, she's been tampering and messing with things. So it's definitely disturbing her spirit. It's making her spirit queer, but not like queer in that like homosexual way, like queer, you know what I mean? Mean like awkward queer, not like that homosexual queer. I just want to make that point clear. I don't want anyone coming from me and all that, like, it's not that serious. You know, I definitely explain what I'm trying to say. So like, if you guys come at me, y'all just trying to fight, I ain't got time for that. So let's see what's going on with this justice situation. What card do I want to pull from? I'm gonna pull from this situation. This is interesting, right? Because this is about two different worlds. You know what I mean? The land dweller being with a sea dweller. You know what I mean? And this is what she's trying to do. So justice is going to be coming into this situation. I'm going to be real with you guys. It's not trying to tell me if it's going to be successful or not, but this is what she wants, you know. But justice, karma, the spiritual realm, they're going to make her go through some shit. She's going to be going through some shit, for real, you know, because this is what she wants. You know what I mean? It's kind of like ancient China, like where you weren't supposed to go to the forbidden city. You know what I mean? It's like that type of vibe. It's like, okay, you want to go to the forbidden city, we're going to give you some like Hercules trials and shit. And let's see how you deal with it. You know what I mean? But that's for the Most High to know what the outcome is going to be. But yeah, this is interesting. Now, without me looking into the energies, because like that's all I'm getting from this, from my own mind and thought, it's kind of like up in the air. It's like this situation can work. It's kind of just like it can be ruled in her favor, but it's kind of like a lot of things that has to happen or in order for this to work. That's just what the vibe I'm getting. So this was definitely an interesting random ass reading for sure, like what was popping up. Very interesting. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up. Also, I'm open for readings and all that. I've updated my what do you call that, description box. So like if you would like to have a celebrity reading, like if you want me to have a celebrity reading on YouTube and all that, how to go about that will be in the description box. If you would like to book me for a reading, how to go about that will be in the description box as well. Everything is up to date. So all that information is there, how to go about everything. You know, I've pretty much laid out sort of like all the details. If you're curious, like everything is there. Also, you can email me as well. Like if you have more questions, and you have to email me anyway to like set a schedule up with me. But yeah, and definitely subscribe. You know, if you aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe. You know, and for all the new people that have subscribed, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. I think it's cool that you guys like my content, and yeah, thanks again.